In the realm of interactive entertainment, Midnight Fight Express emerges as a contemporary melee combat masterpiece, boasting an extensive array of meticulously captured animations. These animations breathe vitality into its high-octane skirmishes, evoking visceral reactions of astonishment and exhilaration. My name is Matt and you are watching Quick Gaming Previews, where we help you decide your next game to play. Midnight Fight Express's roots in a bygone era of action come to life in a mesmerizing display of unrelenting, brutal gameplay. Here, you assume the role of a lone warrior, thrust into a ceaseless onslaught of imbeciles, lackeys, and corrupt law enforcers. Beyond its combat, the essence of Midnight Fight Express revolves primarily around contemporary beat-em-up action. It discards the conventional 2D side-scrolling sprites in favor of a three-dimensional pugilistic spectacle, offering an isometric viewpoint. The game's action surges forward with a relentless, kinetic energy, only momentarily relenting when the narrative intervenes. Remarkably, the game boasts an astonishingly extensive repertoire of motion-captured animations, a feat both impressive and unexpected from a studio as modest as Humble Games. At its essence, Midnight Fight Express shares a kinship with the mechanics found in the Batman Arkham series. Surrounded by adversaries, your combat prowess allows for swift transitions between foes, unleashing a barrage of rapid combinations while adeptly countering attacks launched against you. The nimble dodge maneuver comes to your aid when confronted with adversaries brandishing baseball bats, knives, and similar armaments. There exists an exquisite sensation of heft accompanying each bone-crushing blow, a source of inherent satisfaction. Firearms, in particular, exude a palpable impact and appropriate lethality, complemented by responsive controls that transform the task of purging rooms of enraged thugs into a gratifying endeavor. However, a minor inconvenience arises from the fact that both finishing moves and your revolver employ the same input, resulting in occasional instances where a precious shot is expended when the intent was to swiftly dispatch an adversary. Gradually, your combat prowess extends beyond mere combos, encompassing deadly grapples and coup de grace maneuvers. When you ensnare an adversary, a diverse array of choices presents itself. You can either forcefully drive them into the unforgiving ground, subjecting them to a relentless barrage of pummeling fists, or raise them aloft upon your shoulders, hurtling them unceremoniously into the nearest wall. Finishers, on the contrary, serve as brutal and at times, comically emphatic punctuation marks concluding a combo, allowing you to terminate an opponent's participation with resounding fervor. The repertoire of finishers draws inspiration from a medley of martial disciplines, including Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Hapkido, and wrestling techniques, laying the foundation for an abundance of diversity. In the realm of Midnight Fight Express, combat thrives on this very diversity, considering it the essence of its fervor. The game seamlessly weaves in hundreds of motion-captured movements, whether you're executing a devastating German suplex that drives an opponent's skull into the unforgiving earth, deftly intercepting a head kick and responding with a swift, tactical counter to a vulnerable area, or subjecting an adversary to an unrelenting barrage of elbow and knee strikes. Within the game's arsenal, a staggering array of 100 weapons awaits, encompassing everything from blades and tire irons to rather unconventional selections like toilet plungers and an assortment of firearms. Firearms, while offering the advantage of dispatching adversaries with relative simplicity, come with the limitation of a sole magazine before requiring a reload. However, it's the melee weapons that reign supreme, dominating as the preferred implements of destruction. Each environment serves as an expansive playground, beckoning you to engage in experimentation and innovation with these deadly tools at your disposal. The inclusion of this scoring mechanism, coupled with a medley of level-specific challenges and leaderboards, contributes significantly to the game's replayability factor. With a total of 41 levels at your disposal, it might sound overwhelming, yet the majority of them rarely extend beyond the concise duration of 5 minutes. Furthermore, these levels boast remarkable diversity, transporting you to a plethora of settings, including seedy nightclubs, towering skyscrapers, subterranean subway tunnels, and even a tongue-in-cheek game development studio where you engage in delightful skirmishes using pillows and Nerf guns against unsuspecting developers. On occasion, you'll find yourself steering a jet ski or maneuvering a motorbike, diverging from the customary combat scenarios. The unique spatial dynamics of each level contribute to their distinctiveness, as facing adversaries on a bustling construction site, complete with ample maneuvering space and opportunities to toss foes off precarious half-constructed structures, stands in stark contrast to the confined quarters of an elevator skirmish. The narrative in Midnight Fight Express appears as more of an impediment, primarily due to its verbosity. The entirety of the game unfolds within the confines of a single night, as you engage in relentless combat to thwart a citywide criminal takeover. While the central character, Babyface, remains a taciturn enigma without any spoken lines, your journey is accompanied by an exceedingly verbose drone companion. Lacking any form of voice acting, the game resorts to punctuating its brisk action sequences with intrusive blocks of text, disrupting the otherwise fluid momentum. A substantial portion of this dialogue appears superfluous, often delving into the backgrounds of enemy archetypes, ultimately contributing little to the overarching substance. While pockets of satirical wit do exist, the earnest endeavors of the story tend to fall flat due to the protagonist's unassuming presence, tempting players to bypass the dialogue in favor of returning to the relentless action. In the realm of Midnight Fight Express, the spotlight unquestionably shines on its gore-soaked combat, relegating other facets to the background. However, this singular focus on skirmishes proves to be an asset, as the depth, diversity, and sheer satisfaction it offers alleviate the need for additional elements. It's true that a sense of repetition begins to encroach as you near the game's conclusion. Still, the sheer abundance of motion-captured animations ensures that even after 5 hours of relentless pummeling, you continue to uncover novel techniques to incapacitate adversaries. This serves as a testament to the remarkable heights a developer can attain when embracing extensive motion capture as a fundamental component of their craft. We thoroughly enjoyed the gameplay experience, as it provided a refreshing departure from the typical AAA gaming titles. The distinctive motion-captured combat action evokes fond memories of classic arcade gaming. While the occasional glitches and minor bugs did surface, they were overshadowed by the game's overall excellence. It's a fantastic way to spend your time, especially if you have an affinity for beat-em-up games akin to classics like Final Fight and Double Dragon. Signing off now, this is Matt, and we'll catch you in the next adventure.